你好。Hello everyone, this is Niu Niu, and happy the last day of 2020.
and I'm Tony. Thank you so much for joining us for this Music Talks digital concert. And as you can see, we have a little performer here.
Yeah, she's our first musician. 你好。
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Sheng.
Chen.
Wow.
So, wow.
How old are you?
I'm 7 years old.
She's 7 years old. That's so young.
And how long have you played this?
2 years.
You've been playing it for 2 years, so
That's
started
incredible.
around 5. Wow. I think she deserves a little gift
Yeah, I
for
think she does
her
too.
performance. 那阿姨送你一个这个好不好？你把它打开看一下。You open it. 啊，那给大家看一下好不好？拿出来。So this is a perfume pouch that will keep you lucky and happy and safe the entire year of 2021 and many years after that.
Yeah.
谢谢你，谢谢。
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. 你可以把这个也拿着，这个都送给你，谢谢。Wow, this is very sweet. I'm very happy to see that. And
7 years old.
7 years old.
When I was 7 years old, I was playing Nintendo and playing,
Oh yeah, I'm still playing Nintendo, so I'm not
and playing with my
surprised.
Ninja Turtles. I mean,
Yeah.
a discipline at that age is incredible.
It is incredible. And I'm going to say it again just in case you have just tuning in. This is our 2021 New Year online concert showcasing beautiful and amazing traditional Chinese music, the instruments, the musicians, and the culture behind it.
Yes.
And as you can see, you would be able to find us on a lot of different platforms right here. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube if you're from outside of China. And if you're a domestic viewer, you can find us on 微博英语环球广播 and 央视频. Those are a lot of platforms. And on top of today's live stream, you are able to find a lot of fun materials on our pages, on our platforms as well, especially
right.
on CRI Learn Chinese.
And of course, if you want to hear the podcast, that's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and yeah, there's lots to hear there. And I've been with the program for about a year now, and at first I wasn't sure it would have the music would have an appeal on me because, well, I'm not Chinese, and also I don't have a background on the instruments.
But you're an expert now. Total
Yeah,
expert.
after time and after these amazing interviews with all of these different instrumentalists, I had a change in perspective. And hopefully after today, you will too.
I'm pretty sure that you will. And in today's show, like we said, we're live on so many different platforms, which means that we are going to be able to interact with you directly on all these platforms. Do not hesitate to leaving a comment because we would be reading the comments and saying hello to you. Of course, if you're saying hello to us, we're saying hello back. But if you give us long, juicy, nice compliment, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You might get a
Just
gift,
give
right?
us some good comments with content, with something like how you're going to spend your 2021 or how you're going to spend the new year. What are your wishes for the coming year, New Year's resolutions, some summary for 2020, anything you want to say about
A summary
this.
for 2020? You sure you want to ask them that?
Happy occasion. Well, I think you would get a gift, the gift that our musician, our little performer has just got. And actually, I think I have some comments already on 微博， 所以微博英语环球广播的朋友们，非常感谢大家这么快就给我们留言 with many messages. I see Blue Annie saying. 2021魅力国乐新年线上音乐会，线上音乐会太棒了！国乐是中国的，也是世界的。最喜欢冯满天和丁小葵两位老师，希望能够看到回放。
I heard Feng Mantian.
Yeah, they are the musicians. They are pretty cool, and they got a lot of fans. And I think one thing that our comment says is really true is that we say 国乐是中国的，也是世界的。Traditional Chinese music belongs to China as well as the whole world. And after today's live stream, I'm pretty sure you're going to be more than agreed to all of that.
Yes.
And I have a beautiful instrument right in front of us now.
Yeah, the Guzheng.
The
I think
Guzheng.
our first instrumentalist is a Guzheng master. That's right.
Yeah. And for the Guzheng, as you can see, it is very beautiful with a nice flow on the structure, and it has a lot of strings.
Oh, you hear that?
Oh,
So
that's
beautiful,
very,
right?
Yeah, very beautiful. And I have no idea how to play it. See, you too, you're really good. And
Yeah.
you might understand it as a Chinese zither. It has a really long history, I think back in Tang Dynasty, which is around 600 years
A really
AD.
long time ago.
Yeah,
right?
okay. Or
Whenever you use the word dynasty, it's a really long time.
Okay, so his explanation too. Again, during Tang Dynasty, Guzheng has become one of the most popular music instrument then, and now I would say it is still one or maybe the most popular traditional Chinese music instrument around the world. A little bird told me that when she performs overseas, she didn't even have to bring her own because local theaters has Guzheng. They have Guzheng and they provide it to her.
Wow. So it's made
really
its
nice.
mark all over the world, huh?
All over the world. And this little bird is actually our first musician. She is amazing. She's very young and she's really good at Guzheng already.
I wonder how she's going to react to you calling her a little bird.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have said that. But actually, well, because she's very perky and peppy and nice.
Yeah.
And she is with China National Traditional Orchestra, which is, well, I would say the orchestra you want to be if you play traditional Chinese music instruments.
Best of the best.
The best of the best. They have been dedicated in promoting Chinese music, Chinese traditional instruments for a really long time, and they've done a great job there, and that is
Excellent.
why they are the best. So being able to play in the orchestra is an achievement, a great enough. However, she has also played her, have her solo performance. Actually, she has performed a solo in 2017 in a ceremony commemorating the 150th anniversary of Sun Zhongshan.
This is a founding father, right?
Yeah, you can understand it like that. He has significant importance in Chinese history, and being able to play in the Great Hall of the People is a huge achievement.
Yes, very, very huge.
Exactly. So she is the lovely Guzheng instrumentalist, Lu Ning.
Hey guys, as you can see, Miu and I are here with the Guzheng instrumentalist Miao Qing.
欢迎您，妙清老师。
大家好，我是来自中央民族乐团的妙清。今天呢，非常高兴来到这里，给大家讲解一下关于古筝的这件乐器。古筝这件乐器呢，起源于战国时期，距今已经有2500多年的历史了。听一下它的声音，好吗？先听高音区好了。
啊，很清脆，
很清脆
对，
非常的明亮，很秀丽的一种感觉。
是，
然后再到中音区，
就会圆润一点了。
对，它非常的温柔，然后也比较含蓄。然后再到这个低音区，稳重的一种感觉。它还有背低音区。
哦，这有金石之声了。
对，它就
So
是。
far it's manageable. Seems like I can do that.
That's not playing it, you know that, right?
我们再展示一下这件乐器，随便一拨，就是像流水一样的很好听的声音。但是你要把它调准，
随便拨多好听，
对
这有点厉害。
因为它的这个定弦呢，就是它的音阶是我们中国人说的这个宫商角徵羽，5个音，就是哆、瑞、咪、嗦、拉。
Oh yes.
然后哆瑞咪嗦拉，再是哆瑞咪嗦拉。我们下面可以尝试一下。
Oh, okay. So
Here.
this kind of melody. Okay.
Yes, from
So-
this.
You're good.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
And
got it.
again
All right.
from here. And yeah.
Okay. Don't ask me to play it all over again because I don't remember.
我们觉得刚才听您弹的时候，也会感觉到说古筝好像很适合表达这种非常自然中的声音。
是的，尤其是它有一个很有特色的一个技法，叫做刮奏。
啊，感觉流水潺潺。
对。
I think it's a brook. It's rather fast, but I can hear the water.
这里就感觉很像
Sounds like a dream.
小溪。That was a waterfall.
Okay.
安静了下来。
然后就让它流走好了。
对，好美啊，特别好
所以
听。
还有就是我们弹奏的技术有了非常多的变化。比如说原来我们只用右手去弹奏，那么到后来我们的左手也会到右边来弹奏。
其实有听说啊，您除了这种我们非常常见的古筝之外，其实它乐器本身也做了一些乐器上面的一些改动和可能更适合舞台表演的一些改革，是吗？
是的，是的。我要介绍的就是中央音乐学院的李蒙教授，就是我的导师，他研制的一个多声弦制筝，
感觉像两个筝拼在了一起。
对，它的音就变得更多了，那么它的可能性就更大。
是的，
他很多的作品都是通过你的肢体的一种表达，更加的去表达你音乐的内容或者思想。其实我只是截取了一部分，它是一个非常大型的一个协奏曲。然后我刚刚展示那一段就是可以两边互相的
配合。
Seems like a workout.
所以特别适合减肥。
对对，非常非常棒，特别感谢您。
好，
那么今天呢，其实妙清老师也准备了一首非常具有古典风格的筝独奏曲，它的影响非常广，流传也非常久，这就是《渔舟唱晚》。我们把时间留给妙清老师。
wasn't that like really graceful? I mean, playing it is not as easy as it looks, okay, I mean, according to my experience.
Sure.
And, you know, I think there's one thing to play it well, and then there's another thing to look good while you're doing it. As you can see, there's the movement of the hands.
Elegant.
Very nice. And one thing I found really interesting about it was if you look really closely, you can see like what looks like a spine or a human backbone.
That's called bridges. Don't call it spine.
The bridges,
spine
okay.
sounds horrible.
Well, you can move the little vertebrae around
Yes.
to adjust it, and it's like you're making music with someone's body. It's really cool.
Yes, that's very cool. And it was Miss Miao Qing, and the last piece you heard is a very important and very, I'll say, famous one. 渔舟唱晚, fishing at sunset.
Fishing at sunset.
You can hear the fishermen. Sometimes they're relaxed, enjoying the view. Sometimes they're working really hard, probably because the water flow is also very strong and very fast, and you can see them. Well, I can see them working and fishing, and that is amazing. You are watching a live stream with, well, CRI Learn Chinese Facebook page as well as a lot of our platforms. And you can see us in all those platforms at the same time. I am highly encourage you to give us a comment. When you give us a comment, you will be able, well, highly likely you're going to get a present. And let's see, a present. And let's see what are some comments here we have already. I'm saying hello to many of you. I'm saying hello to Norma, to Pinky, and to many of our old friends, Jeff. Hello, Jeff, and hello to Susanna. Happy to see all of you here with our live stream. And at the same time, I've got some very fun comment as well. I've got people from 微博英语环球广播 saying 期待丁小葵. Oh, they'll be here. Just stay with us. Make sure you stay with us. And they say 宣传片就特别吸引人. The promotional video has already caught my eyes. Nice.
That's pretty good.
And for our, I've got a really good one over here. Christian saying Happy New Year, 牛牛, Tony, Gao, Xiaoshu, all the camera ladies, cameramen, everybody. Thank you so much for this amazing year, full of adventures, many hugs to all. Isn't that sweet? Christian, I'm going to give you a gift, the perfume pouch we just showed earlier.
You heard that? She's bribing you. She wants everybody to give as many comments as possible so you can get a gift.
I'm going to show I can also be very nice when you're being nice on the comments.
Yes.
And that perfume pouch is made by us, or let's say by one of our interviewers and interviewees. And it is filled with Chinese herbs, so it will drive away the bad luck as well as the germs.
And it smells really good too.
It smells really good. Hopefully it will keep you safe for 2021.
Can't be too careful these days, so it'd be good to have a few of these.
Exactly. At the same time, please continue to give us comments in all those platforms. And at the same time, let's talk about the next music instrument because I just cannot wait.
Yeah, this is the king of Chinese instruments, right?
Well, yes. People say that it is the king of traditional Chinese instrument, and it is. Pipa. Oh, I want to do that. Okay.
Yeah, you got to teach me how to open the fan like that.
Yeah, later
cool.
I will. Okay, so if you take a look at Pipa, you would say Pipa. Pipa. Actually, the Pipa, in the very beginning, it refers to the kind of, I would say, Chinese lute that you can play holding it in your arms. And when you're doing the downward playing, that gesture is called pi, and the upward is pa.
Okay.
So as long as it's an instrument you can hold in your arms and play like this, it would be considered a pipa in ancient times.
So then maybe a guitar would be considered a pipa?
Yeah. A guitar is a pipa.
What about a ukulele?
Ukulele is a pipa.
Yeah,
I know how to play ukulele a little bit, tiny little bit.
Wow.
Anyway, those are pipa. But of course, it was for ancient times. Nowadays, pipa is that one instrument that is complimented as the king of traditional Chinese instruments. And since we call it the king of the instrument, we got to have a king to the instrumentalists.
Oh yes, the grand master, right?
We've got a grand master of traditional Chinese. Well, yes, this one of the most important traditional Chinese music instrument, and he is absolutely amazing. He plays up to 300 music instruments.
Including a leaf, guys. Okay, he put a leaf to his lips and he played a song for me. And I tried, but of course I failed miserably. But it was it was an experience.
You are not as bad as you thought. I have to
What do you mean?
say,
I couldn't make a sound. I couldn't make any musical notes with it at all.
You didn't make any musical notes, but you made a little bit, noise.
And he laughed
a
the
little
whole
noise.
time.
Yeah. So that's how great he is. And also he is a collector of music instruments, leading to him holding his own personal exhibition of instruments. So that's also amazing.
Yeah.
So now it's time to welcome one of the four kings of traditional Chinese music instrumentalists. And you can guess who he is. All right, moment of truth. Did you guess who? Ta-da! 今天我们请到了方景龙老师 Mr. Fang is joining us today, and we feel very, very lucky.
Yes, I love the Pipa. I'm so glad to be here for this.
Actually, on the Chinese internet, we are giving Mr. Fang a lot of fun nicknames. We have Fang Du Xiu. Well, that of course. And also we're saying 一枝独秀 is kind of like if you're stepping into a beautiful garden, you see a lot of amazing flowers, and he is going to be the one that you cannot miss, that you will notice at first glance. And also another term is often used when people are watching the video. They say 琵琶精. So it's a little bit like a pipa.
It's like the embodiment.
Embodiment.
He's the embodiment of the Pipa.
Yes,
right?
totally.
So how did you get this name?
因为在中国别的乐器成不了精，只有琵琶能成精。
真的吗？
对呀，你看琵琶它不但是乐器，它还是法器，
是法器，
它还是武器，所以唯独琵琶
力量非常大。我们之前也看到说琵琶它有可以模仿很多乐器的声音，或者说它可以弹出很多其他乐器的声音。
您是哪国人？
我是美国人。
你是美国人？
对呀，美国人，你看我们马上就带你回家了。
哦，
你看。
Home on the range. Yes.
要不要再带我们去点其他的国家？
完了，我们接下来我们可以到古印度去看一看。
古印度。
印度有个 sitar， 还有 tabla 两种。对。India.
Oh, this sounds India.
Yeah, India.
Yeah. Wow. Got some percussion in there too. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
太棒了。
再到我们邻国 Japanese 日本去看一下。
Oh. Sounds like the koto.
It is a little bit like.
Wow. Yeah. Oh man, that's beautiful.
再到西班牙去看一下，西班牙那个弗拉门戈。香港。
This is Europe, right?
This is Spanish.
Spain, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I
Spanish
thought so, yeah.
style.
再到我们邻国越南去看一下，
越南。
独弦琴。
Can you guess where it is? Vietnam.
好了，再到欧美古典吉他。还有民谣吉他。
That's guitar, right
Yeah,
there.
that's guitar for sure. Oh
哎
man.
呦，太厉害了，真的是非常棒。
土耳其进一曲。
I know this song.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know the title.
Well, the title in Chinese would be 土耳其进行曲。
beautiful。
厉害了，very very。
哎，还有更快的。
野蜂飞舞吗
Oh, this is a very famous song too.
？Yeah, and also you use guitar to play it most often. It's the first time I hear a Pipa's
Yeah.
version of it.
所以我们的中国音乐，特别琵琶，它可以表现全世界。因为琵琶本身也是一带一路的产物，它是从两河流域走到中国的。你看这个梨形的呀，
对
它是两河流域的。
嗯哼，
对，它是阿拉伯两河流域的这个产物。
是
对，所以我们到两河流域去看一下
两。河流域。哦，It's very
Oh,
different.
that song is very. It has a Middle Eastern kind of feel to it, right?
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful color in front of my eyes. Beautiful jewelry, a little bit of veil as well.
I've seen the desert.
I see the desert. Oh, yeah, that too.
是我看到肚皮舞，噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔
对，
噔。
刚才感觉好像看到了沙漠，看到了
对
很美的。因为您刚才也说到，说像琵琶这种乐器，它本身所蕴含的能量是巨大的，甚至于还可以让有一些朋友能非常强烈的感受到这种震撼。那是不是它也非常适合，比如说像战争场景的表现？
哦，那就更适合了。你看这个琵琶，它可以千军万马。
Awesome.
对，
That is
How does he
awesome.
train his fingers to do that?
哎，你包括它的那个刀枪的碰击声，古代打仗。
War, spirit, fight, battle, right there.
It's a lot of passion and
非常有激情。
and feeling, and I feel like we've heard like the harder element of the instrument. Could you show us some of the softer side? Oh, I heard that. That's from The Godfather. That's The Godfather. Yeah.
那我们刚才听到了这种，就像您说的金石之声，在战场上非常雄壮的、非常震撼的声音。那它是不是也可以表达比较细腻的、比较温婉的？
对，你看中国的有个四大名著里面有一个《红楼梦》，因为大家知道这个黛玉是比较带有一种伤感的，哎，每天去把那个花完了给葬掉，葬花嘛，所以她是。
Ah,
It's just
beautiful.
so beautiful.
So passionate. I feel like when he's like really getting into it, I feel like I get into it too.
就是中国人讲它拨动心弦。
真的是拨动心
对
弦。，
因为虽然他不了解，因为这个是一个非常感人的一个爱情故事。
是的，
中国人的音乐跟中国人做饭一样的，同样的佐料出来是不一样的味道。到了这个湖南，连辣椒的味儿都传出来了。湖南人爱吃辣嘛，所以你看湖南的音乐是。哎呀，太辣了
有！点麻是吗？
对，到了贵州，酸辣，你看。哎呀，又酸又辣。
可能还有一口小酒刚刚喝进去。
完了，到了 四川，麻辣。
Sichuan, right?
四川呀。
又麻又
That
辣
must。be
有
from
吗
spicy,
有吗
right?
Yes, very spicy and a little numbing feeling on your, well, on your tongue.
Yes.
Very nice.
对，
所以世界上有2种乐器是用10个指头演奏的，一个就是西方的钢琴，一个就是中国的琵琶。你看古典吉他，它小指不用的，它从民指，它小指不用。我们要5个指头都用。
都有，是的。
Oh, wow. So you're going up and down and you're hitting the string. That's why it sounds so
因为这
fast.
就是东方和西方最大的区别。西方讲对称的美，你看都是1 2 3 4 1 2 3，它都是1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4。
非常吉他。
中国的是5个，是奇数和偶数的关系。
It looks simple, but it's really hard.
所以我们这个为什么叫人指像车轮一样的转动？
Mr. Feng has one more performance for us, so check it out.
that was the Pipa Grandmaster, Mr. Fang Jinlong. And you are watching a 2021 New Year online concert on all of our platforms here. Make sure you leave a comment because it's possible you're getting a gift since your comment is so long and full of content and full of, compliment and everything. So thank you for doing that, and please stay with us for more fun information.
What did you guys feel about that? I mean, I thought it was amazing, his performance. And, the instrument, though it's traditional, it's considered the king of Chinese instruments, and it has that strong Chinese element to it.
Yeah.
But as you can hear, you can also play, different themes of different, for like movies, for example.
Movies,
right? Like
for
The Godfather.
Western music,
That was my
music.
personal favorite, The
Oh,
Godfather.
really?
Yeah, that was awesome. And
I
also
loved it too.
he was able to go to like different cultures, like Spain and like a lot of different places and play different themes. So I think that's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and the last
lots of
piece
range.
he played actually is about China's first female poet. It's called Shuoren.
Oh, Shuren. Okay.
It also has a very beautiful English name.
Okay. The beautiful, voluptuous lady.
Exactly.
Yes, voluptuous lady.
That's very lovely. And as I said, you can leave us comments and probably win this lovely, lovely souvenir back home, this gift back home. This is a perfume pouch, and it looks lovely. At the same time, it'll keep the bad germs and bad luck away. So
Yeah.
make sure you leave us a comment.
And that last instrument, guys, was the pipa, just in case. For all you language learners out there, pipa.
Pipa, that's true. And we've got many fun comments, and a lot of them are saying, thank you, Mr. Fang. Mr. Fang, that was amazing. Mr. Fang is rocking it. Mr.
Yeah.
Fang, you're so cool. Mr. Fang got a fun nickname in China. We call him 白发网红.
Baifa Wang Hong.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
internet celebrity or web red, if you translate it directly, with white hair. Very popular and very, pop.
Yeah.
He's the it man if you want to go find.
And that's saying a
Pipa.
lot, because most Wang Hongs are, internet celebrities. They don't have white hair, a lot of them. So it's really cool that he's able to do what he does.
Yes, and we have James saying, I listen to music too. I don't understand what each song means sometimes when they play the music because my comprehension ain't that great. Understand that music is all about, but I love it and it's very beautiful. Yeah, I agree. Yes, it is a really good comment. And Lucy saying, how did he manage to put spicy into music? I'm in love with the master and his music.
Yeah.
Toads, I totally agree with you. Yeah, that's perfect. And when we were there, we can totally enjoy all of that. And Lucy saying, Pipa has given me goosebumps. Want to learn it? Do we have the course in New York? I think that is a question I cannot answer for you.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to the Grandmaster about that. But I
But
think
Lucy definitely got a gift. So make sure if you got the gift, if I say it here, you can contact us via a private message. Leave us your address so we can send this lovely, lovely gift to you.
lots of gifts.
Lots
Really
of
nice.
gifts.
Lots of comments. Keep them coming, guys. We love
Keep them
comments.
coming. So pipa is the instrument you play in your arms, and
right.
pi would be down, pa would be
That would
up.
be up. But what about if your fingers are moving in and out like this? Would this be considered a pipa?
No, that's not a pipa. And from your movement, I would, guess that you're talking about Konghou.
Yes, the Chinese harp.
Well, yeah, it is a little bit, you can understand it as the Chinese harp. If you have a hard time imagining what is the look of Konghou, it's tall, it's beautiful and big. It looks like a harp, but it has
Right.
2 rows of strings, and it gives this heavenly sound with it.
So it's like the harp's Chinese elegant sister, huh?
Harp's Chinese elegant sister, Konghou. So for Konghou, it again has a long history for a really long time as well. And for Konghou, I think it's first documented in the spring and autumn period. So the BC time.
So a really long time,
A really long
thousands
time
of years ago.
But it was lost to time for several times, which is why this modern Konghou we're talking about today, it was actually rebuilt, restored, redeveloped, or even reinvented, quote unquote, by this Konghou instrumentalists in China. They've been devoting their lives into doing that, and that is why it borrowed the characters from ancient Chinese Konghous as well as nowadays modern Western harps as well. And as for the lady we invited to do the interview with, she is a really high-profile lady. I would say she's the go-to lady.
And she's very, very graceful.
If you're thinking about Konghou.
And I feel like I give this instrument the nickname the nerve tonic.
Oh, nerve tonic.
Nerve tonic.
Oh, I like that nickname.
Yeah, and after the performance, you can see why.
Exactly. So for our Konghou instrumentalist, she was awarded the title of National First Class Actress. That is the title the highest one you can get here in China if you work with music or art or anything related to culture. And she's been playing in a lot of places around the world. And let's welcome the harp's elegant Chinese sister, the Konghou, and the graceful
and the beautiful
Miss Wu Lian. This is exciting.
Yeah, we finally made it out of our studio and into another.
Out of our studio finally, and this one looks much fancier, I have to say.
Very musical.
And kind of expensive, I would imagine. See all these Konghou.
Yeah, very beautiful.
And I want to lower down my voice because I see the beautiful Konghou artists playing already.
Yeah.
So nice, very beautiful.
吴林老师您好，
你好
您好，非常高兴又见面了。
你好，小妮，
How many Konghous do you have in here?
几十架吧，
几十架
dozens of
Konghou
这一层有十几架，
有十几架
就是常用的，
常用的
用来演奏啊、教学用的实用琴。
那您给我们讲讲。
好，请。哎，谢谢。那么这两架呢，就是中国古代的箜篌的现代的复原品。这是中国古代的凤首箜篌的一个遗留下来，
感觉小很多。
非常小。那形体，它其实呢，在现代，它在中国呀消失了。就在中国古代啊，到宋代之后逐渐就消失了。但是它在缅甸，还在有遗留。它也是缅甸的国琴，现在也有啊，就叫桑科琴和关琴。
A Konghou with a phoenix head. That's a beautiful name.
I dig it. Looks like a giant scorpion.
说感觉像一个大蝎子，一个金色的，
可能是这个上面的造型，但实际上在古代的时候，这个位置应该是一个凤首的造型。
Golden scorpion.
你可以其实，在很多的那个壁画当中都会能看到很多先人手持着这样的凤首箜篌，那个造型当中非常明显的这个位置就是一个凤首。那么这家呢是中国古代树箜篌的现代复原品
啊，树箜篌 ，a vertical version of the 箜篌。
Konghous. It's really nice. When I hear you play, I feel very relaxed, and it's very. It puts me in a very harmonic state. Is there any tunes that can be a bit more? I guess you could say have a certain rhythm where people feel like they want to dance.
当然，
那您能帮我们展示一下吗？
好，我们来一小段啊。
很美，
这是耳熟能详的，应该讲，在中国，是一段青年男女的一些表达爱意的一个篝火晚会舞蹈的一个形象。
所以真的是非常优雅的箜篌，也可以让人有站起来跳舞的欲望。它的表现力还是非常丰富的，可以感觉到。那像这样的一个中国传统乐器，是不是也可以用来表现一些西方的朋友比较熟悉的乐曲？
当然会，因为它的这个音阶排列实际上是跟西方竖琴是一样的，我们都是7声音阶排列，同时我们有双层的这个变音踏板来进行转调变音。那么我们就弹一首世界人民都会非常熟悉的一首歌曲。
哦，好啊，
听听看。
Let's see if we can guess what it is. Can recognize it.
Sounds very familiar.
Very familiar. Very beautiful.
I've heard that like a lot. Like it's
Yeah.
I think it's Scottish.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I've heard it a lot. All alongside.
Oh yeah, in Chinese it's called 友谊地久天长.
对。
So friendship forever.
Friendship forever.
很适合我们今天的这个节目。
Yeah, good title.
Yeah, very relaxing. Puts me in this really, I guess you could say, soothing
Yeah.
mood. And then I think that's the appeal that the Konghou has. And when I hear it, I always associate it with in the films when there's a daydream of some sort where
Yeah.
someone's imagining something that would probably never happen, or like a dream sequence of some sort. But but this year, okay, this year, 2020, has been a roller coaster for everyone. And if you were to play a song for this year, what would it be?
我想选一首箜篌的名曲吧，这首就是《梅花三弄》。
梅花三弄。
我们在这个冰雪的季节里边，更多的这一年我们所经历的这一切，世界人民所经历的这一切，我想都可以用梅花这种精神来感召我们。来听一下。
that just put you in chillax mode? I mean, it certainly did for me. It's like she strummed all of the tension and anxiety out of my system.
Chillax, huh?
Yeah.
You're now making up words?
So now you know why I call it the nerve tonic. I feel like I just had a massage right now.
It is very, very beautiful indeed. And I have to say, if you watch closely, she is not leaning close to the harp or to the Chinese harp Konghou, rather than she is having the Konghou lean against her and put it on her shoulder, so that when she moves, the Konghou kind of moves with her. So very
there's a lot of movement going on there.
I have to say, very skillful.
A lot of movement, as you mentioned. There's the leaning in, and there's also the finger movement.
The finger
and
movement,
there's also
of course.
the feet. You didn't see the feet very much, but there's like foot pedals for the tuning, kind of like the piano has the pedal. So
for different functions.
Yeah, so it's like really a lot of movement going on there, but it still looks really good,
Yeah.
really graceful. And yeah, for language learners out there, this is the Konghou.
Konghou, yes, the Konghou. Hopefully this is your, word of the day. You can learn it. It's a beautiful word. And we've got a lot of great comments here with us on all major platforms. For our Facebook friends, we can see that Jeff is saying, I love the discipline of the Chinese since they take everything seriously, and that's why it got perfected. Amazing country and people. Thank you so much, Jeff. You are going to get a gift and send us.
Definitely getting a gift for that one.
Definitely going to get a gift. Give us your address with a private message. And at the same time, I am saying hello to Yuan Long, saying thanks to Grandmaster Mr. Feng for the wonderful masterpiece of Pipa. This is a great rendition. Thanks to Learn Chinese for all the interesting lessons in 2020. Digital concert today is a nice wrap up for the year. Thank you so very much.
Really nice.
That's very nice. Christian is also saying, can you say hello to my mom? She is watching with us, with me. Aw, hello, hello, Eugenia.
How's it going? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Eugenia, hi, and thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for, spending the last day of 2020 with us.
Yes, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with us. We really appreciate it.
And 2020 has not been the easiest year, I have to say.
Has not. It's been really tough, and for that reason, we were unable to meet with a lot of other musicians, but thanks to the digital era that we're in, they were able to send us some of their performances via video.
Yes, they have been doing that, and I understand for many of you, probably you've been attending online concert or video conference or working from home for quite a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan, but I do think thanks to technology, we're able to enjoy all that without the risk of exposing ourselves in front of the risks.
You just made up a word.
I made up a word. And I think we can practice social responsibility at the same time enjoy lives. So now you can guess what are some lovely musicians we have for our next video.
大家好，我是段超，今天为大家带来一首二胡曲《赛马》。祝大家在2021年收获满满的幸福，祝您好事连连，身体健康，心想事成。
Hello， 大家好，我是来自北京民族乐团的罗蒙，在这里祝大家2021年新年幸福如意。今天我给大家带来一首由我改编的尺八作品《霍元甲》。
大家好，我是珍珍，来自北京京剧院，在这美好的新年里，给大家带来一首《驯鹿》，希望大家喜欢。祝大家新年快乐，万事如意。
大家好，我是中国广播民族乐团的张旭光，在北京向您问好。新年即将到来，在此祝您及家人身体安康，万事顺意，新年快乐。
Hello everyone, in case you have just tuning in, you're watching a 2021 online music concert with all of our platforms, including the China Plus one and CRI Learn Chinese ones on all the different media outlets, including domestic ones as well as overseas ones. And thank you so much for spending the very last day of 2020 with us. And I've seen a lot of you giving us lovely, lovely comments. Let me read out some and send out some gifts like I feel so happy
Santa
now.
Claus, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. I have Jessie saying, indeed, quite lucky and honored to being able to see and listen to all these amazing instruments being played by great masters. Thank you so much, Jessie. And you've been super supportive for all these I would say years. I feel like you've been a long-time friend with me already, and you're getting a gift, of course, and thank you so much. And also, I see many of you sending in long, nice comments. Jeff is saying, I listen to Chinese pop music daily, at least 4 to 5 hours, and love it so much. It helps my listening and spelling in my mind and learning sentences structure a bit. This music from these traditional instruments is literally able to penetrate my emotions and spirit and get lost in your culture. Great idea and grateful for you all. Jeff, gift for you. So amazing comment. I feel like your words are better than mine. I feel like I should, use your words as we're talking here.
Yeah. I think the music does have that appeal.
Yeah, and also we have Rick saying, stumbling upon learn Chinese in the early days of the pandemic and seeing Niu Niu broadcasting from the streets of Beijing was one of the best things that ever happened to me. It changed the rest of my life in many ways. I am very happy to be spending the years and with you and look forward to many more even better years ahead. 祝大家新年快乐. Hope you all a happy new year. Thank you so very much for sending this, and you're getting a gift as a thank you from me. I'm not saying this is a great message, but I say, well, it is of course a great message, but it's not the reason I'm giving you the gift. It's because thank you so much for sharing that with us, and I would...
You made her day.
Yeah, and I would in the future make more fun programs and lovely messages and live streams so that you guys can spend some time with us together and be supported, be inspired, and be happy, of course.
And be optimistic, be positive. You know, New Year is coming, so
yes.
Yeah, 2020 is gone. So.
2020 is gone. See, at this point, I feel like we should stop calling it the 2021 New Year concert. Let's call it bye-bye horrible 2020
Good
concert.
riddance 2020.
Okay, it's not horrible, but we've all spent some pretty hard days. We've overcome some challenges, and in the beginning of the year, here in China, we've experienced the quarantine days, the have to always wear your masks, wash your hands, stay social distancing with other period of time.
It's a completely different way of life this year, everything.
And I would say that the latter half of the year is kind of like the other countries' turn to experience that. But we've all come so far now, and hopefully 2021 we would get the vaccine, and we are somehow already a little bit used to and get ready, get comfortable with
we should all be put on alert.
Lifestyle.
Put on alert and be ready to take on 2021, and we should all have the mask thing down and just be ready to take it on. I think things are going to be okay, though.
Things are going to be okay and happy, and that is why I would also encourage you to send in comments about how you're going to spend your New Year and what are some New Year wishes. Make sure you send it to wherever you're watching the live stream. At the same time, I want to ask you, Tony, because do not forget, we've just heard 4 amazing musicians playing. Which one is your favorite? You dare to pick a favorite?
Well, the one that I like personally, and I think it's just because it had this warrior-like sound to it, and that was the Pipa.
Oh, Pipa.
Well, for those that want to know what that looks like, Pipa. I thought that it was, I guess as a martial artist, for me, it just really brought out that that mentality, and also it was from the movie Fearless.
Oh, 霍元甲.
Yeah, this is a famous Jet Li movie for all the Jet Li fans out there. I saw that movie, loved it, and I guess this song is inspired by it. So
it is.
Awesome song.
I love it too. And the Chinese singer Zhou Jielun, well, he's a big deal. And and he is my childhood
crush.
Well, kinda, yeah, he's a really good singer, so I like that too. But my favorite is actually a bit more traditional. My favorite is this.
Oh, you got to teach me how to do that. I can't, I mean, you see me over here, I'm trying to open it like this.
I'm doing it like that. Okay, so mine is the 二胡 piece. Here, I have 二胡. 二胡. So my favorite was horse racing, 赛马. I can hear the horse racing. I can hear the horse galloping. And
well, yeah, she was really erratic when she was playing, and she even put the bow down, and then she would start using her fingers, and then she picked the bow back up again. Didn't miss a beat. I mean, it was
very
amazing.
Animated and really cool. So I like her too. And also the 板胡 is pretty cool. Yeah. And I like the setting a lot.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like 二胡 as well.
Yeah, the Yuechin was also really interesting. It kind of resembled the Pipa, but it was just a little bit shorter. I mean, it's actually it's one of the Pipas, right?
Well,
is it part of the family a little bit?
I would say if you're talking about in ancient times, it's definitely a kind of Pipa.
Okay. Yeah. So I think what we've been exposed to so far is a lot of individual performances, but coming up next, we actually have a dynamic duo to present. I'm really excited to present these guys. They're really awesome.
They're really awesome. We have a 笛子 plus a 软 performance. So 笛子 is more like a family of music instruments. It's the long stick with holes on it. You can play it vertically, horizontally. There are short ones, longer ones.
It's kind of like a recorder or like a flute. Yeah.
Yes, different kinds of 笛子. It is also one of the oldest Chinese instrument there is, and it can generate the sound of nature, I would like to say.
I think so. And then you have the ruan.
Ruan,
right?
yes.
This is kind of, I mean, for me, I feel like it's kind of like a rendition of the guitar.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a round bass and a long neck and a little head, so it's kind of like it reminds me of kind of like a pot-belly, I guess, erhu? No, a pot-belly pipa, right.
Well, actually, it has a nickname. People call it 长颈 pipa in some dynasties because it's a long neck pipa. You play it like this. It's got the round belly and the tiny head, so the long neck in between.
Yeah.
And you should be noticing it now, or you should be paying extra attention because our musicians are amazing. We have Mr. Ding Xiaokui for the 笛子 and Mr. Feng Mantian for 软. So Mr. Feng Mantian is a really high-profile ruan player.
Yes.
He's truly amazing. And I heard another little bird told me that he has been playing ruan for high prestigious audiences in the Great Hall of the People, including President Xi Jinping and the US President then, Barack Obama. So quite amazing.
Yes.
As for Mr. Ding Xiaokui, he's really cool too. He plays or he records the soundtracks for a lot of traditional Chinese movies and shows.
He's an actor too, isn't he?
He's an actor. Yeah. He plays Xuanzang. He's the star in one of the musicals, and he's really good at that.
So yeah, we're not playing when we got the best of the best for you guys. So you guys are really in for a treat.
And maybe you think, wow, they are all good, or you're using all these compliments to talk about them. That's because they are the best of the best.
They're the genuine article.
All right, so I will stop tantalizing you, and let's see what Feng Mantian and Ding Xiaokui have to offer.
Hey guys, Tony here with Honglin.
Presenting.
大家好。我是中阮演奏员，叫冯满天。
我是笛箫演奏员丁小葵，也是冯老师的长期的一个小搭档，小伙伴。对，
我们不烂了。
So from my observation, your instruments here, this one resembles the flute. And this one kind of resembles the guitar. So how would you say they differ?
中国的笛箫啊，有着几千年的历史，也有着很深厚的中国文化的一个支撑。那我这个台子上的这些乐器呢，有最远古时期的骨笛，差不多有9000年的历史。就是这个，用这个鹰骨或者是鹤的翅骨 然后给它做成的。
要去捕猎吗？
Very tribal.
Very tribal, and it's like they're hunting or giving directions or
And that sounds
something.
just like a bird.
听起来很像鸟叫声，有一
对，
点。
远古的一个交流手段。那到慢慢的发展起来呢，这个会用小一点的骨头啊，做成这个叫鼓哨，看到哪儿有这个猎物了，或者是通知我们要回来了。
Like sending a signal.
Yeah, exactly like a bird.
That's a very happy bird.
Yeah.
慢慢的发展到唐宋时期啊，比较流行的那就是笛箫，尤其是宫廷音乐的文化用的很多。笛子，
哦，这个圆润了一些。
Puts me at ease. Very
Yeah,
beautiful.
very beautiful, and it makes me
最大的
remember
最大的
some costume
最大
drama.
大家知道什么叫孙悟空吗？
对，有点像中国4大名著里头《西游记》的孙悟空用的金箍棒。
The weapon of the Monkey King apparently
他的声音非常
resembles
低
that.
沉。
哇！
That one had like a little bit more bass to it. It's really nice.
还有一个呢，很有上古时期的一个乐器，这个也有4、5千年的历史，在中国这个陶土文化时期也是非常流行的，它叫埙。
It's called Shun, actually.
Sounds like something you'd hear in a monastery or something.
Yeah.
Really nice. Wow.
很有文化。那我们请冯老师再说说它的软。
对，
哇
软
想
这个
讲软
软这个乐器呢，诞生在于秦朝修长城。
嗯
大家看，这是一个过去的一个拨浪鼓的一个形状
啊，是。
后来在拨浪鼓上安了琴弦，这个东西叫秦汉子，也是秦军和汉军传令之物。中国那个时候对琵琶不是一个名词，是一个描述。你看下起为琵，上来为琶，凡是这样弹的乐器都叫琵琶。它也能像吉他。
有哎。Makes me wanna shout, put your arms in the air. Oh.
I belong， 美不尽啊，它都一样，都可以，对，它还能演奏很多东西。我们中国这些古典乐器也能和这个时代里边的美和其他文明的美相融、相交合，对，共同找到人对于宇宙或者是自然的一种心灵感受或者是向往。
冯老师，我知道您其实是花了非常长的时间去恢复原来的软，而且包括对软也做了很多的改动、很多改进。所以您手上拿的这一把是？
是经过改良的，
是吗？
大家说赞美中国音乐，会回忆起中国音乐，说余音绕梁，
是
啊，那么余音短了，它就没有这，比方说。
绕梁的
是人听到这个音乐了以后，关闭了逻辑思考里边的一种心灵本能的感受。音乐是感知感受，观察一个民族最好的就观察这个民族的音乐，因为民族的音乐 就象征着这个民族的心的内核。你会能感受到这个民族的价值观。从他远古过来到现在，他这颗心是不是善良，是不是勇敢，是不是真诚，是不是自信？对，慢慢的，我们随着这样的一个心态和其他民族，一起玩儿。一起欢乐，一起 happy。
我们语言是交流，那音乐可能是另外一个层面的，甚至于是更高级的一种交流。但这个语言呢，它可能也有不同的风格、不同的方言。比如说，有的人呢，他就偏爵士风格；有的人偏摇滚；有的人偏乡村音乐或者民谣。那老师们是不是这些语言都是触类旁通？您两位是不是这些各种语言都可以来一点？
西北风格。养了肚子儿，受了劲儿腰，撒到眼了，咱们见了面容易。拉花更难。
It's very beautiful。
走一点摇滚，funky 啊。
Rock on， that is so powerful。
我们刚才那个，我也不知道是哪国语，反正是情绪，
是情绪，
是音乐是情绪，超越语言，就是我说的这些所有的这个啊，都能听懂。我要如果说一句词儿，可能有很多人迷惑，
不一样了。
对，就这个特别有意思，
有中国民族音乐的。曲调民歌融到里头，然后我们把这个东西拿到国外去演，国外的演奏家也好，国外的听众也好，观众也好，他也能听得懂。
其实是可以，
因为这里头有他们所熟悉的一些摇滚的元素啊 ，funky 的元素，甚至流行音乐的元素都在里头。
东西混搭，一块儿欢乐吧。对。
Well, the new year is creeping up on us, and well, for all of our viewers out there. What song would you like to play to, as a representation of 2020?
中国的这个音乐，这个乐字是疗愈人的情绪。现在我觉得就是，人们之所以生病，大部分是源于情绪。对，那么情绪健康了，就会好得多。那么我们就用中国的人这种疗愈情绪的一个概念，当你的不思考的以后，人觉得安全的时候，其实我们所有的心脏啊，各个部位的脉络啊，是一个自我修复的一个感受。知音。
Wow, that's super cool.
When does that happen? That never happens.
That never happens.
中国古时候有一个，凡是文人弹琴，凝神静气，大家都在凝神定气的时候，会有一个神打在这上面，啪就来了。对，让大家 休息一下，休息一下。
Actually, there's a saying in Chinese culture that if you're playing a music instrument and one of your strings suddenly stroke off, it's broken. It's not something bad. It's actually really good luck. It's also saying that whoever's listening to it might actually understand what you're trying to deliver, and that concentrated energy triggered the broken string.
Or all that passion.
Tony，这个送给你留作纪念嘛。
哦。
对，可以剔牙。
Oh, really?
对，
对，他很介意。好
Thank you, Master Feng.
一会儿见。
谢谢，一会儿见。
好。咔。
老师自己喊咔。
So hopefully after that, you can see the energy that these two gave off. I mean, it was amazing. The pop string, I mean, that was...
You loved that.
That was classic, man.
That was so cool. It never happens.
No, never happens except for when we were there. And I think that that's also a testament to the versatility of the instruments. So, I mean, again, Chinese instruments, but you can really, play any genre, And
you can.
Yeah, there was the rock element and there was a blues. I mean, it was just passion, and as he said, emotion. Music is emotion, and we all have emotions, so you can all feel it.
And I think when you excel at it, when you're so good at it, you can just play with it. You can use it to express anything you want to say, you want to convey, and that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And let's see what our dear friends online have to say. I see many of you, including Michelle Cha, Janet, Karam saying hello to us and saying lovely, beautiful, 非常好听. Thank you. Vincent saying, indeed, I am instant put into a state of peace and harmony. Well, that's the, let's say, purpose of that piece of music, the last one.
And here's the instrument, guys, for language learners out there. We have the Dizi, if you can see it, and then the Ruan.
Yeah, 笛子和阮. Yes, and we also have Jeanette saying this year was so hard for a lot of people. And like many, I'll be spending New Year's alone with my dog. My family believes you have to eat pork and another food for good luck. So I will definitely be having that. The year wasn't all bad. I learned so much and had time to do the hobbies I love as I couldn't work. But I also realized I am one of the fortunate ones. And thankfully, I have been so blessed during the crazy times. I hope the year brings awareness of the need to think and act globally, and wish everyone peace in 2021. 谢谢你. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so much. I'm going to send you a gift to let us know your address.
Lots of optimism there. That's what we need to hear.
Exactly what we need. And we also hear many of you sending in lovely, lovely messages. Thank you guys so very much. And hopefully you're enjoying this live stream. Well, I am enjoying it a lot.
Absolutely. And something else that wasn't in that video that we've just seen, I had the experience of sound therapy. Okay, so this is a smiling bowl was put on my head, and it was struck very gently many times.
And also, there are many other instruments around your head.
Yeah, there was like a barrage of different percussion instruments or just things that dangled, and I was just in a state of bliss. It was it's hard to explain, but you could just feel. I felt like it was an out of body experience. So it was just really strange, but it was so relaxing. And yeah, Feng Mantian is the master of many trades.
He's the master of many trades, indeed.
Yeah.
And the next, let's say, instrument on the roster is something cool.
This is really unique for the untrained eye. It may look like a 20-barrel hand cannon.
Well, it's only to you. I know it's an instrument, not a gun.
Oh, man. It looks really like, when he pulled it out, it was like, whoa. It made me feel a little bit nervous, but it's actually a very wonderful and exquisite wind instrument.
Yes, it is called Sheng. 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 Actually, I took a picture of it I put it on Facebook, so if you guys are interested, you can follow my personal account as well. And if you guys are interested in seeing Tony standing in the middle being, treated with music therapy with many masters surrounding him, you can also go to CRI Learn Chinese Facebook page to find out that little clip, as well as on 英语环球广播. You should check it out. And as for Sheng, the fun, amazing, cool instrument, it is also one of the, I would say, oldest instrument in China. It has a really long history, and it has a very unique place in royal courtyard and in ceremonies.
It's my theory that somebody fell in love with the Sheng a long time ago, or the xiao flute that we just heard, right? And fell in love with it and wanted to evolve it so they gave it steroids, and then voila, you have the Sheng.
Okay, that is a cool theory. I have to say it's a cool theory. And our Sheng instrumentalist, he's not only an instrumentalist, of course he's really good. He's been playing, performing in more than 40 countries around the world. More than the countries I have visited as a tourist. You know, he's the professional in those countries.
He's the boss of sound, really.
Exactly, and he's a producer, which means, like Tony said, he's the boss of sounds, and he is Mr. He Yuan. So, for more on Sheng, allow me to hand it over to our field reporters, Niu Niu and Tony, as they interview Mr. He Yuan, the Sheng master. Hello, Niu Niu. Thank you, Niu Niu. As you can see, it's Tony and me being here with a wonderful musician, a great Sheng instrumentalist, Mr. He Yuan 老师。欢迎您，何老师。
大家好。我是中国广播艺术团国家一级演奏员、音乐制作人何源，很高兴来到音乐中国栏目，与大家探讨一下中国最早的、最传统的簧管乐器笙。
Wow.
I have to say for you guys, because for your sake, we have adjusted the volume a little bit, but it's overwhelmingly
Very loud.
really loud, but really impressive.
Awesome.
特别高兴今天请到您，而且您说笙是最传统、最早的乐器，我也是特别同意，因为就好像概念中一直会有，比如说鼓瑟吹笙，这个笙就是它，但其实这是我第一次看到它，感觉有点像个塔。I think it's a little bit like a Goda.
It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. It looks kind of, it looks, there's so many pipes and tubes. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger of wind instruments.
So the muscles and everything, huh? Very cool. 那您能给我们简单的介绍一下笙吗？给我们普及一下这个乐器。
好的，最底下叫笙斗，它是由葫芦造的，然后中间的这块是木头，最上面是竹子。它是有很多种材料，包括里面它还有笙，还有簧片。我现在呢就用这个传统笙来给大家呢稍微的演示一下。笙的最大的特点呢，就是它不仅可以吹单音，还可以吹和音，还有各种技法比如说。
That's the single tune. It's much louder than I anticipated.
我个人认为笙特点相当的融合，它的融合度是一个非常谦和的乐器它在乐团里呢有一个很重要的作用。乐团呢里面是有一个笙组不只有我们的高音键声，还有排声，就是中音声，还有低音声这个呢它能把咱们所有的这个其他民族乐器个性的地方把它们融合在一起起到了一个很重要的调和作用。在远古的时候呢，已经有很庞大的笙乐队了。
这么久的历史走来，它其实也进行了一些发展和改良，是吗？我看像比如说这个是不是就是所谓的加键笙，就是做了一些改良的笙，
做了非常大的改变比如说这个是键笙，也叫加键笙，它呢更适合呢在我们的这个民族管弦乐队中呢演奏和大家呢其他的乐器一起合奏。它的伴音呢是非常全的我们现在这个键笙要演奏的是演奏五线谱有很多的现代作品都可以用它来演奏。
You hear the harmony now.
Very beautiful.
It's like more than one instrument,
right?
It
has an organ effect. It's
exactly.
really awesome.
That's very beautiful. 那老师，我看您还带了很多其他的小的簧片乐器，您能给我们介绍一下吗？因为有一些非常非常小，我觉得我不认识的都。
都给大家呢带来一些咱们中国肯定是最早的也是最原始、最传统的簧片乐器
它是一个乐器，口弦，它不是一个结构，它就是一个乐器。
它就是一个乐器。这个现在这个口弦呢，是我们彝族的口弦。演奏呢是很简单。
You hear the tune.
Yeah.
Even though it's teeny tiny, still hear the tune.
Yeah, you can hear the vibration. It's pretty awesome.
口弦呢，在我们国家呢，乃至在世界上呢，是一个大的家族，它有很多种。这是最早的，是竹制的口弦。
Ah.
Okay.
I can play that.
You think
I
so?
guess. I'm not really sure.
You want to try?
还有蒙族和新疆用的。
Oh, this one's different.
还有呢，就是我们现在非常流行的一种乐器。
葫芦丝，这个我认得。
This one looks familiar.
Yeah, you know that one,
Yeah,
right?
this is the hulusi.
Yes,
right?
yes. 歌声里的凤尾竹。
Oh, that's beautiful.
葫芦丝呢也可以有合音，但是葫芦丝的合音跟声式呢是不一样的。它有2个副管，呢会发出长鸣的合音。比如说现在我把副管打开。
Different kinds of harmony.
Yeah. Sounds like there's another instrument involved. Yeah.
那它的合音也是可以调不同的。
它的2个副管的合音是固定的
吗？是固定的。
是固定的。
对，我
是固定的，但是声是可以转变的，因为声每一个主管都是一个音，所以可以用我们的指法来自由转换。
那咱们这个声其实是不仅可以单管发音，可以多管发音，是不是还有很多其他的技巧？
声的技巧呢是非常丰富的，比如说它像您说的，它有单音发音，它可以吹奏和音，它还会吹奏一些滑音、颤音，包括呢，它还可以呢模仿一些，比如说像鸟啊、像凤凰在天上飞的这种感觉的这种声音。
Oh, that's vibrating right there. That's cool. Wow, that's so cool. I can feel my inner organs vibrating
How
with
did
the
he do
music.
that? I could see his cheeks moving up
Yes,
and down. Like, so is
totally
that like
moving.
multiple breaths of air?
这是一个舌部的技巧。
舌部技巧。
出来的这个声音的音响是不是很像一个大鸟或者一个凤凰在天上飞翔的这种感觉？
So just a quick side note here, guys. In Chinese culture, the phoenix is a bird of auspicion. And also, it's, I guess you could say, the king and the queen of all birds. So the next piece that he's going to perform is called The Phoenix Spreads Its Wings.
And that is Mr. He Yuan playing with the Sheng.
Yeah,
that is a cool instrument.
Very novel instrument, and I'm convinced in the background there was the silver one, and that looked like to me something off of like the Terminator movie.
Terminator, only you would think of. Well,
it was
actually,
really cool. I loved it.
It's really cool.
And when he was playing, it sounded like there was like a bunch of different, wind instruments playing at the same time.
Polyphonic.
Yeah, the polyphonic effect of it,
yes.
right? So it was like, he was like a one-man band. I thought it was really cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And I have no idea whether or not you guys have noticed that there was this lovely kitty listening to him. And many of our friends on Facebook also saying that their cats love the music as well. So I guess music does talk to everybody.
To cats, apparently.
To cats as well. And that is a lovely cat.
Yeah, I think so.
And beautiful, beautiful music.
So Sheng, and so the Sheng is also played in like ceremonies
yes.
and ritual situations, but we have another instrument that's actually quite the same, right?
Well, actually, it's same in a way because it's also very, very old, has a long history, and it is considered that the instrument you have to know how to play if you're a traditional Chinese gentleman. Yet, it can be also very different because it's not played, it's not supposed to be played to audiences. It's supposed to be played to please yourself, to express your feelings for you only.
Oh, that sounds like it's a little bit of a status symbol, right? So if you want to be a gentleman, guys, you heard that? You got to have a guqin.
Guqin, here it is. We have a guqin. So yes, guqin is definitely for gentlemen. And for a real gentleman, they know how to play it. They can write songs about it.
Oh, so they don't just have it. They have to know how to play it. Okay.
They even know how to manufacture it. They're, know it all, know guqin all kind of people.
And many people say that it's something of an acquired taste. And it's played in smaller circles, so it's really interesting.
It's a really interesting instrument, and the instrumentalist we got is Ms. Lu Ning. She is very much loved in Chinese media as well, and I personally really, really like her. She's this, bubbly, peppy, very sweet girl when you first met her, and then you realize how talented she is. She started learning piano when she was 4 and learning guzheng instead of guqin when she was 8. And by the time she's 16, she started learning guqin. And in her 20s, she's already in the most prestigious, most important, the best orchestra in China. So she's amazing.
She is a child of discipline.
She is. And she's also very, very talented.
Yeah.
So with China National Traditional Orchestra, she's played in a lot of countries. So right now,
and she played for us too.
Yes. So let me introduce to you my personal favorite, Ms. Lu Ning, the guqin instrumentalist. Surprise! It's us again.
Hey guys.
It's not a surprise.
No, not really.
No, it's
We're back
us.
again. You can't get rid of us.
But you can get some really nice, amazing, great musician instrumentalists
Oh yeah, we have
every
another
time when you see us.
exceptional instrumentalist today.
Yes, we have Miss Lu Ning 老师. Hello, 你好，欢迎，
谢谢，非常高兴能够到这里来做客。我是古琴演奏员陆宁。那今天很高兴来到这个栏目，为大家分享古琴还有中国传统文化。谢谢。
So today we have the guqin, right? So could you please introduce it for us?
古琴相传呢是已经有3000多年的历史了。我们的老祖先也是神话里面的人物吧，就是伏羲氏削铜为琴，就是把那个梧桐树给砍掉，砍掉了以后，看到凤凰落在梧桐树上的影子，投下来的那个样子，做了一个古琴。这个古琴它的音色呢，一共分3种。第一种是天音，就是天上的声音，非常的空灵。
That's the heavenly sound.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
And 然后第2种呢是地音，就相当是大地，很厚重。
The earthly sound. Solid ground.
It's like bass.
第3种就是人音，天地人3才集合在一起，就是人吟唱歌的时候的声音。
The sound of the human. Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, one distinction from this instrument has over others is that it's really quiet. Like you really have to listen, otherwise you won't hear.
That's true.
古琴呢，它声音这么小，其实是古人制作的时候他故意的。这个是中国非常古老的漆大漆，它是让这个木头让它声音小一点，不要这么吵。所以古琴声音小。
I guess traditionally it was played in smaller circles or played solo. So if you're playing this instrument by yourself, what do you play?
在家里经常弹的一首琴曲呢，叫《平沙落雁》，它是清代的一首琴曲，表现的呢就是在沙漠上一轮落日，然后几只大雁飞呀飞呀飞。作者呢就通过这个场景抒发自己的情感，非常的压抑、抑郁，因为当时作者他自己本身的仕途非常的糟糕。但是呢，他又要憧憬美好的生活，所以就可以听出来右手非常的简静，可能弹一声就没有了。但是左手呢，就是不停的在辗转柔长的在诉说，所以很多观众会觉得说，这个音儿已经都没声了，你怎么左手还在那晃悠？
暗流涌动的感觉。
Even the sliding makes a little sound, and you gotta listen for it.
古琴的琴曲也很丰富，有一种呢是表现文人内心生活的，它是比较内敛，往里面收的，一直是往里面走，非常的安静。还有一种风格呢，就是直抒胸臆。非常的写实，甚至是就是叙述型的一个曲子。比如说我们非常有名的《酒狂》这首曲子，描写的故事呢是在魏晋时期，表现一个人喝醉了的那个样子。
Oh, that's a lot of alcohol starting over there.
刚才是微醺啊，现在开始晃晃悠悠的了。
You're trying to find the balance, but it's hard, you know.
Yeah, the wiggling of the strings kind of.
好，经过一系列的把酒言欢，然后觥筹交错，发现我开始喝多了。
Yeah. A bit too much already. Show a little bit of your true color after the alcohol.
Yeah, the room is spinning a little bit.
Yeah.
醉酒，倒地。
Oh.
Yeah. Lose conscious.
Yeah, just fall on the
blackout.
ground.
这个就是比较有场景的感觉，
是的，很有趣。而且两个曲子的风格差异非常大，
非常大，是的。
So if you had one song that you could play for our viewers to send them best wishes for next year, what would it be?
那今天也是非常开心能够来到这里跟大家分享古琴和中国传统文化。那在这里呢，也是衷心的祝福大家在新的一年里团团圆圆，身体健康，万事如意。所以呢，送给大家一首明月几时有，也是宋代词人苏轼一个祈愿美好生活的一首非常美的一首词。That is very beautiful. Yes.
非常感谢。
谢谢。
刚才您也提到说，对于古琴来讲，可能古琴演奏者来说，找到一个知音，也可能是在演奏生涯中非常重要的一件事情。
是的。
那我们也知道，您最后呢要为大家带来的一首曲子就是《流水》，是高山流水的流水。也希望在今天的直播过后，电视机前、网络前、手机前，所有的屏幕前的观众朋友们，如果你听懂了陆宁老师这首《流水》，那可能你也是他的远程的知音。我们就把时间留给陆宁老师。
谢谢。
Hey guys, you're watching our 2021 New Year concert on all these platforms. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a comment when you're watching. Let us know what you have in mind. It will make me very happy, and it will give you a gift because of your comment. And what we have just heard is Ms. Lu Ning playing Guzheng, a very beautiful instrument.
Very chill-worthy. What do you think?
Very, yeah, you're totally right. And for Guzheng, I think it's the instrument you want to learn if you want to have a more peaceful, soft personality or a state of mind. It can calm you down when you're too depressed or too thrilled.
Yeah.
It takes from the extreme to the center. It's good for your health.
Yeah, it's very personal. As you can hear, it's not something that you'd probably play on the big stage where a lot of people can hear. It's really quiet, again, for a smaller circle. And for some, it's an acquired taste, but eventually it's something that you can work up to, and eventually you can appreciate it very nicely. I love the Guzheng.
I love the Guzheng too.
Yeah.
And apparently many of our friends love it too. They're saying 非常好听, saying, 我最喜欢陆宁了, 小仙女, the little fairy. I think she's got a really charming personality as well. And Stanbriel saying, thank you both for an outstanding live feed this morning there. Thank you, Stan. And Sean saying thank you for the concert. It's a great way to start the new year, learning Chinese and getting more introduced to the culture. Vincent, great honor to learn about these exquisite instruments and history behind it. Yes, thank you guys so very much. Michelle saying 2020 have been a tough year for all of us. It's like the year 2012, but I am extremely grateful for me to be able to get thoughts this tough year with my own family, friends, and all my friends on Facebook. We all been throughout hardship together as one. Thank you so much. That is a lovely comment. 骑车的张大哥，谢谢你在微博留言，留了很多很有趣的内容啊。So he is from our domestic platform, Sina Weibo in 英语环球广播。He's been saying things like 冯老师和丁老师非常了解大家听音乐的喜好哦。So these two masters really know what people need nowadays. Yes, they are the expert. And I am only getting all these very positive, great compliment from 幸福的巧克力 Happy Chocolate saying love that cat and envy that cat for being there. So all these great compliments. But I have to say that there are still some people in the world that are having,
some doubters.
Some doubters having a little bit of stereotypes about traditional Chinese music.
I think that, the stereotype mainly for traditional Chinese music is that it's, it only really applies for like the Chinese opera or Chinese plays that depict history.
Folk songs.
Not very contemporary, not very current, and also people outside of the culture can't really get into it. But I think from what we've experienced today and from all of our viewers, that's not the case. A lot of people.
That's not the case.
Yeah, it can reach everybody.
And if you think about it, I would say that all these instrumentalists, as well as China National Traditional Orchestra, they've tried really hard to show people that traditional Chinese instruments can also play Western pieces.
Yeah.
It can dab in all the genres. But think, if you like what they're doing with somehow in the foreign territory, I mean for the instruments, how amazing it could be if you're listening to their classic pieces of what they do the best. That is why I would highly recommend Music Talks. Because through Music Talks, you would be able to, choose which is your favorite and go listen to it, buy an album, and, enjoy it in your life.
Yes, it's a little menu. I mean, if you have time, check out the podcast. It's great. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and check it out. It's a really good podcast. And I think something else I wanted to share about Chinese music, or it's pretty diverse in that you have a lot of different cultures here. You have about 56 or 57 different ethnic groups here. So all of them have their own cultural and musical expression. So I think that, there's lots to hear. There's something for everyone, and which brings me to the next group that we're about to introduce from Inner Mongolia, the Mongolian plain, and their instrument is really interesting. It's called the horse head fiddle.
Yes, they have 马头琴 in their band. 马头琴, so 马 would be a horse, 头 head, and 琴 is the Chinese character for instrument. So 马头琴, horse head fiddle. They have that. They also have the Mongolian drum, 蒙古鼓. They also have 火布斯. So they have a lot of.
We got a little tutorial on that drum as well.
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
The instruments literally have horse heads at the top of the fiddles, so it's really interesting. Really cool.
It's really interesting. And horse is supposed to be an important animal for the Inner Mongolian area in China and the whole Mongolian ethnicity. It is something very unique and something important, which is why the first piece they played for us is actually called 黑骏马, Black Beauty, but it's talking about black horses, and they got this wonderful personality and got me thinking that actually all music instruments are the same. They can play solo, they can play a very important role in a band, and when you hear bands, that's a whole different experience.
Absolutely, and we have a really novel type of singing that I'd like you to check out on this next video.
Exactly, so let's enjoy our last performers, the Sheng Band. And that was the Shengjun band, Shengjun 乐团 you just heard. It is so good to meet them here in this environment.
Glad we're finally doing this.
And I cannot wait for them to let us know who they are individually, what is they're doing in the band.
Yes.
So 特别高兴今天和大家在这边见面，而且神骏乐团是名不虚传。我们刚才听刚才那一段是叫黑骏马是吗？
对，
非常好听。那就想跟老师们每一个老师都想认识一下。
好的，好，大家好，我们是神骏乐团。我是曹鲁门，在神骏乐团当中呢担任大马头琴手，然后呢也是贝斯的这个作用。所以说大家看到刚才我们演奏的时候，我就是在演奏贝斯。
Bass guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
大家好，我是奥奇，我手中的乐器呢是马头琴，我在乐团担任的是马头琴首席的位置。马头琴呢在刚刚演奏当中呢，主要是主旋律的部分。
That's beautiful.
大家好，我是白总。完了，我在乐团是2号马头琴，也担任呼麦，蒙古族呼麦。给大家简单展示一下吧。
大家好，我是斯琴巴图，我在乐团里边担任的是弹拨乐手，我的乐器是火布斯，然后我还担任我们乐团的编曲，然后我手中的这个火布斯是我们蒙古族的这个古老的弹拨乐器，也是弹唱用的。
我是神骏乐团的谢武梅，我担任马头琴，给大家来一段快的吧。
You want to dance? Yeah, totally.
So I see your instruments have horses on them. So what does the horse symbolize in your culture?
蒙古人非常爱马，因为蒙古人需要用马去放羊、放牛，包括放马，而且需要征战呢。很早的时候都是需要这个马匹，所以说这个马呢对蒙古人来说是非常重要的一种图腾。所以说呢，像马头琴这种乐器呢，它就是用了这个马的这种元素做的这样的一个乐器，所以叫做马头琴。蒙古族的乐器还有很多，就包括刚才的火布斯啊，然后包括这几种非遗、呼麦啊、长调，包括蒙古鼓，都是蒙古族独有的这种的比较色彩性的乐器。
那您提到这个蒙古鼓，这个能展示一下吗？
对，这个没问题，因为这两边都是用羊皮做的。
羊皮。
对，所以说它的声音非常浑厚，跟马头琴合起来是比较好听的，像。
像马蹄的声音。
马蹄的是这样的声音。
啊。
I can hear that. That sounds like a horse.
That sounds like a horse.
Yeah.
对，蒙古鼓的声音是这样的。像在乐队当中呢，像西洋乐器的话，像摇滚乐音乐吧，就是有什么吉他呀、贝斯啊、鼓也是一样的。实际上这就担任的吉他，这种的就是贝斯嘛，这就是鼓嘛，实际上是一样的道理，只不过它就是用民族音乐的这种形式。
Yeah, all the elements are there. It's awesome.
是的，看起来就非常有趣。那我看刚才其实老师们都有不同的身份和角色，大家是会玩音乐比较多，对不对？就也不光是去弹一些已经全部都做好的一些音乐，也会有创作，也会有一些。
我们会自己搞一些创作，而且我们很喜欢，就是演奏一些国外的曲目。
哦，真的吗？
对，这样的话，我就觉得对于我们音乐也有很大的帮助。所以说，我们自己会在。业余的时间会去研究一些这样的东西，比如说像 Michael 的东西啊，或者是这样的。
那太好了，那能帮我们展示一段吗？我们有非常多的国外的朋友现在在看。
好的。
Smooth criminal.
非常的神奇。You can totally recognize it,
Oh,
yet
yeah.
it's different. It's very different, though.
Yeah, it's got a different flair to it, and I love the drums.
The drum is cool.
Teach you.
Be a member of the band.
Yeah. 有马头琴，包括像蒙古族的这样的乐器，可以演奏各种各样的风格的东西，然后包括刚才我们演奏的像 Michael Jackson 的这样的东西，或者是蒙古族传统的，包括这种国内的像很多有意思的曲目啊，反正可塑性是一个非常强的乐器。
是的，而且还很有自己的特点。
对，
我一直也对蒙古音乐非常感兴趣，特别是刚才有一位老师提到了呼麦啊，您能给我们稍微介绍一下呼麦，然后稍微展示一段吗？
我来说吧，对，呼麦也是蒙古族非常早的一种的艺术形式。实际上很多人说这个呼麦，实际上呼麦不是唱出来的，实际上用蒙语翻译过来，它是笑出来，就是音量这个词，就
笑出来。
对，实际上它是最早的时候，像这个古代的时候，就是这个那时候宫廷里边都会有这个法师。所以他们要去做法呀，就祈求这个风调雨顺呐，所以他们就会模仿这个大自然的声音，像这个瀑布的流水，那个瀑布的声音，小溪流水的声音，山洞里边风呼啸的这样的声音，包括动物的一些叫声，说慢慢的这种演化成了就现在的这种艺术形式了，而且它的种类特别多，包括刚才九龙给大家展示的那种低音呼麦这样的声音，而且它的有好多种样子，有特别多种。然后大概其的话，就是大家可能常听到的，像少音呼麦、像低音呼麦和高音呼麦。
那老师们能教一下我们的男主持人 Tony 想学一下呼麦，他3种都想学。
好的，没问题。首先学那个低音呼麦，好吧？这个要放松一点，然后有点像。
OK。Is that okay?
I can feel you're trying.
Yes.
But you're getting there. You're getting there. Okay.
要 one more time.
Okay.
，For some reason, there's this bubbly voice in your throat.
Yeah. So it needs to come down to the base of your
它那个
throat.
声音要出来就应该就可以了。来，第二种是它的第一种跟第二种是一样的。那第二种的声音要稍微有一些这种压迫的感觉，压迫，然后这里边要有点 power。
Yes, power.
Yeah.
All right.
这是第一种了，这是
OK.
The first kind.
Right. 对，然后第三种就是在那个基础上加上舌头。
Okay, so you put your tongue up, huh?
Not bad at all.
Very good. 还是需要长时间的去练习，要磨合自己的这个声带呀，包括这个喉咙的这种腔体、肌肉都需要练习。
Do you ever lose your voice when you practice this?
有一种锁住的感觉是对的，然后对，然后慢慢发力，要慢慢的这种发力，然后才能一点一点学好。那如果他要是一下子就学会了，那我们就白学这么长时间了。
对，这个大家学呼麦都需要多长时间呀
？2年左右吧。
2年左右，那还是蛮长的。我也知道说我们神剧乐团准备了一首歌曲送给即将到来的2021年。那现在我们就把时间留给神剧乐团，也留给 Tony 一些练习呼麦的时间。
春天来了，献给大家。
혼든 쇼우를 레일레호 우르그 차간 그름이 나가 오르흥 하우르 볼로볼로도 홍그로 나다와다다와다 혼문차가 길에 날라가 하우링 오린 보도도 보도도 쇼부 일대 호 우르고 차간 그르 밀다가 오르흥 하우르 볼로도 헝그로 다다오도 헝미 쇼 일대 호 험문 차가 그래 밀다가 하우링 오링 볼로도那山有啊，那那苏的茶山有啊，那山有啊，的苏的茶山有，那山有啊，那那苏的茶山有啊，那山有啊，的苏的茶山有，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀嘞，哎呀哎呀，哎呀嘞。
And the song you just heard was Spring is Here.
春天来了.
And that was amazing, wasn't
yeah,
it?
It's amazing.
I especially loved their rendition of Smooth Criminal. That was really cool. And just a side note, they also played another song. It was the theme from Pirates of the Caribbean also.
Yeah. 比海盗.
Yeah, so it's just the diversity of their instrument also really, really cool. And in case you're noticing, like my throat is still kind of hurting from that demonstration of the throat singing.
Yeah, you were not very good.
It was so
intense. It was nice when we were doing the video, but I have to say, not really good.
Oh.
But I think after some years of training, you are going to be amazing. You can be the master of Humai.
I actually thought I did pretty good, actually. I thought I did pretty good. But yes, it was really hard, but it sounded really epic when they were doing it.
Yeah, for a first-timer, you did really good.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and for those of you who have just tuning in, this is Niu and Tony doing a live concert for the coming 2021. Thank you so much for being with us. And again, if you've just tuned in, these are the platforms. You'll be able to re-watch the playback of the entire live stream and a lot more fun content. Make sure you look for them, leave some comments, share them with your friends. Basically, yeah, it will make us very, very happy, and it will make fellow Chinese lovers to be able to find more information on these platforms. So thank you so very much.
And definitely check out the program, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot of divisions between us, whether it's language, history, culture, but music really is a universal tongue that we all speak. So I think if you listen, there'll be something for everyone.
So right behind us, Music Talks.
Music Talks.
Totally.
Check it out.
Check it out. And let me have a final shout out to our friends online. Thank you guys so much for continuing sending in all these lovely messages. I have Vincent saying, fantastic. I can close my eyes and imagine running horses in the grass.
I can too.
Yeah. And Kenny said, these guys are really passionate about this music and really put on a show. Yes, I agree with you. That is is totally amazing. And Kenny, thank you for your long time support. Make sure you get a gift. Make sure you send your address to us in a private message. Janet can feel the change of pace because she used to have horses. Personal experiences. And we have Azooks Rex saying, after all these experiences, Tony should be our next ambassador in China. He's probably experienced more than many officials here.
An ambassador of China. Well, I think that's
ambassador to China from the United States. You can do that, you know.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I'll have to keep that in mind.
You have to keep that in mind. Kenny saying, oh my God, these guys can do those vocal songs, the throat singing, right? They are pretty amazing. Christian saying, I try it at home and all my family was scared of what's going on.
Yeah.
You see, if you guys are trying the throat singing right now from home, definitely put on a camera, have it recorded, and share them with us.
Don't do it. She just wants to laugh at you guys.
I'm not. I'm just encouraging you to share because sharing is caring and caring is important for 2021.
Yeah, it'll be a great way to start the year. And again, we need to forget about 2020 and just welcome 2021.
Usher in, yes.
Definitely. Best wishes to everyone out there. 2020 is going to take some time to shake off, but I think just stay positive, optimistic, and I think we're all going to be all right. We're going to get through this.
Yes, and for me, hopefully, I would say that 2020 has been an eventful enough year. So if I dare to say, I want my 2021 to be boringly eventless. No pandemic, no strange foreign affairs, international conflict. No, none of those. I want a boring year. And that is my New Year wish. Do you have one?
Yeah, pretty much to stay alive.
Oh.
And learn more things and stay healthy, travel more, and hopefully check out some more instruments and share with all of you guys out there. So yeah, those are my wishes for next year.
And again, I want to say that even though we say Music Talk is the go-to program on podcast, if you like traditional Chinese music, I have to say it is only the second best thing. The best thing is to go listen to live concerts, go enjoying the music playing, happening right in front of your very naked eyes.
Feel the chemistry in person.
You feel the chemistry and you feel the magic. And you can use Music Talks as an index, a catalog, and choose and pick.
Who's hot, and
who
you want to see and get a feel for what they do.
Yeah. Exactly. So for now, I want to send my regards to all of you. Thank you guys so very much for spending this wonderful 2.5 hours with us. I believe in several hours, the first batch of human beings living on Earth would be able to welcome the 2021, say goodbye to 2020, and enjoy a very happy new year. So I'm going to say Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you guys so much.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next year.
See you next year.